Morning, beautiful souls. Last night I didn't sleep well. I could feel the energy so strong and so insistent for my attention, so insistent to get my attention. And I did my best. I was, doing all of these different calming exercises, being in my heart space, expanding my heart space, everything that, calming my nervous system, doing these toning and tapping and everything else in order to assist me to sleep, and still sleep evaded me. So I then called in the Christ light, because I felt that was the energy that was prodding me. And I said, okay, look, I really would like to get to sleep, but I seem to be having a bit of issue here. So I wondered if you might share with me what it's all about. Why is that? And the reason I'm sharing this is because often what happens is that we turn our power away and we give it to an external source. We ask somebody else. We go online. We start looking for answers. Oh, this is what so and so says. This is what this spiritual teacher says, or this so and so person says, and what have you. And yet everything that we have, like all of the wisdom we will ever need, is within us. And some people make it so convoluted. They're so distracted by external forces. They're also distracted a lot by star family, and the star family is great. Believe me, it's really wonderful to be connected in that way. But when you are so committed to just involving yourself with star family that you're not present here on the earth right now, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you are here right now as a human, a divine human. So the reason you're here is to experience this life. By all means, call upon higher aspects, call upon all that you are into this present moment to move through whatever it is that you're experiencing. If it's something that you think, I'd rather not be experiencing this right now, I'd rather be experiencing the blissfulness of pure sleep. But if there's something that's catching your attention, then you have the tools, you have the inner tools to work yourself through it. So last night I spoke to the Christ light and I said, look, I really could use your help. What is going on here? And then I felt this huge golden surge in my room, and I wouldn't say that it was a peaceful energy, although it was peaceful, but it was vibrant, it was blissful, it was radiant, it was illuminating, and it was truly energized. It was truly energizing. And so I had this knowing, this instant knowing that my creativity is where I must expand, because right now, when we have anything that keeps us up, or we don't know what necessarily that is, or we want to create a more joyful life experience, we want to be of service, we want to be able to share our gifts, we want to be able to touch more souls, because when we touch each other's hearts, then we will benefit, because that's the whole point of unifying. And that is the reality. It's just people have to get into that frequency of feeling that reality. Some people haven't arrived at that frequency yet. They're still seeing the polarity, and they're still labeling and blaming and going down the route of complaints, when they could be looking for solutions. And there are solutions abound everywhere. So you want to rise to meet the frequency of solutions, rise to meet the frequency of higher dimensions. So in my bedroom last night, with this beautiful golden light surrounding me, inside me, outside of me, just completely I felt like a big golden toroidal field. And I kept on looking at my door as if there was some being there, this Christed being, this beautiful Christed being there. And that Christed being may be my Christed it's Christ itself. I felt that that was more likely it was my higher aspect, my Christed self, coming through to speak and say, hey, what are you doing? You have, like yesterday I did some art projects, and I had to go and go to the hospital. So for those that know that I'm navigating cancer, I've been navigating cancer for 7 years now, and at first it was really difficult because you worry about your life longevity and stuff like this, but you start to navigate things and become more peaceful about stuff and realize why things are. It's actually what brought me onto the path of ascension, because I knew that to ascend means that you will heal all lower density, which means that you can't possibly have any disease within you. It's gone. Lately I've been feeling like I do not have it in my body whatsoever. I actually feel like, okay, I've got some side effects, some symptoms of drugs, because I do take drugs. I started off on just completely holistic way, but I started to take drugs because I needed the help. And if you've ever been in a situation where you can't eat, you can't get anything past your gullet and things like this, you take the help. And so I've been navigating these things. But yesterday I spent the day in between my appointment at the hospital, well, it's on the mobile unit, and having a Scrabble game with my next door neighbours, my friends that live right next door, which is really ideal. They have every game you can imagine. They've got all the games. They have every single game. I'll just repeat that. They've got all the games. So I had a good time with my friends, and but in between doing that, I spent the day doing art, just drawing, being creative, and because life felt so good, and it was like, oh my gosh, I feel so good. And I know this is an aspect of what I coach in my coaching model. It's like, creativity is vitally important. But then this beautiful golden being, this aspect of me that was in my bedroom, reflecting back to me, saying, look, this is your path. This is your path. And this is the thing that I want to really push forwards for everyone, is that right now, where we have this beautiful sacred season, you don't want to be scrambling and scattering yourself, looking here, there and everywhere for answers, or looking at this video, looking at this person's feed, scrolling here, scrolling there, falling into scroll rolls and losing hours of your time. You want to go within. You want to be out in nature. You want to find the gems and the jewels for yourself, because isn't it much more exciting when you know something for yourself, when you know thyself, when you are able to be that sovereign being, standing there in your power, not giving away your power like, oh, what do you think? I don't give a so and so what anyone else thinks, because I know what I feel and what I know to be true. And yesterday evening I felt really good. I wasn't really tired. I mean, I wanted to sleep because I knew, oh my gosh, I'll probably be tired tomorrow, but that was my thinking mind. But actually I was buzzing with this excitement of the creativity going through my veins, and then I used the momentum, like, to really speak and parent my body and really utilize that energy for, like, cleansing each cell and cleansing my DNA and going through all of my different strands of DNA and just working through to really give myself the most beautiful energetic shower and using that golden light that was available to me in abundance in that moment, because I couldn't sleep. I could feel the energy. I could feel the energy strong. What was I going to do with it? Was I going to just like go, oh, I can't sleep, or go, hey, maybe there's something more to this. Maybe I can investigate this. Okay, right. I call forth higher aspects. I go within. I open my heart wider. More love, more love, more love, more love, more love, more love. Show me, show me, show me. Communicate with me. Illuminate my heart more. You see, we all have wonderful, divine, perfect abilities. We are wonderful souls here, light beings, here to experience being divine humans, and we have everything we need. We just have to go within and find out what that is that we need to know in that moment, and in that moment, and in that moment, in each now. Thank you for watching. My name's ZsaZsa. Like, subscribe, share, comment if you feel called to do so. Many blessings.